Hey, what is going on, man?
Not much.
Been a minute.
Yes, yes.
Finally decided to rejoin and see what all was going on. Huh? You know,
Yeah.
we had Adrian a little bit ago. She said she'll be back. She said better late than never. Jerry's today. Hey, what's up, Jerry? How you doing? Fog fan, I take it. Most people are. I actually know a few people that don't like the fog, which I always thought was crazy, man. As far as atmosphere goes, I think the fog is like one of the best.
That and probably the thing.
Oh man, I don't know. Don't forget about Black Christmas.
Just
That
going
is
from
all. That is all atmosphere, man.
just going from a carpenter standpoint.
Hmm. Oh
Just
man.
the
Yeah.
carpenters, excluding Halloween, of course.
There's my fiance. Hello, baby. How you doing?
Hello.
If you want to check us out, it doesn't have the physical copy. It is on Prime. I know Jerry has a physical copy. He has like every Scream Factory. He's got more Scream Factories than I do.
Wow.
Yeah, and I got a couple,
Couple.
100.
Yeah, I finally acquired the fly collection.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. How many of those are you up to now?
uh,
30 or 40 or something?
38 of them. Well, no, 40 of
I got you quite a few of them, didn't I?
them. Yes.
Awesome. See if anybody else wants to jump in here. This is an odd time. Like I said, this is a time that I usually don't go. But, you know, since, you know, since you're doing it with me and this is kind of like a 1 day planned thing, I figured, you know, try this time frame, see if this is a little bit before other people do their thing.
It also works
See,
out pretty well for my girl's work schedule too. It works out a little bit.
yeah, what happened was is I had a little bit of trouble getting to sleep last night. So finally, after I got your brother to school, um, I was up for a little while longer after that, and when I finally passed out, it was like early in the afternoon, and I just slept. I almost slept all the way through.
Oh wow.
So, apologies for the postponement of the half hour, but I had to get myself together for a minute. Oh, so, where you at, man? Are you still there?
Yeah.
Hey, all right.
Yeah. Over here. Hold on.
Um, so what I'm going to do here is, do you have it on the menu?
What's on?
Do you have it on the menu?
No, I have it on the very first second of the movie. I can put it on the menu.
Yeah, put on the menu, and then when I count backwards from 5, we can both hit play film at the same time. Do you have the Screen Factory in?
Yeah, if I can't take it, there it is. I have to use the pop up to get it to the menu.
All right.
Please,
Um,
please.
all right. We'll go whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm good. Just waiting to press play.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There. It's showing the Avco embassy sign right now.
Yeah, I was like 1 second behind you. I had something in my way.
That's all right.
Be all right.
I'm going to turn on some subtitles here. Not that I don't know what they say, but you know what I mean.
Right. All right, got them on. Cool.
So there we go. I'll
No.
let you see or see.
Oh yeah, you gotta love
Tom
Poe.
Bull had some crazy stuff, man.
Oh yeah, you gotta love Poe.
He's
I
crazy.
love. Yeah, I love the cinematic shot they did here.
Yeah. I
where
don't know.
they
But
sorry, where they hung the watch off of the front of the camera there.
man, it usually used to be about the time when I'd be like, "So when's the first time that you ever seen the fog?" But I know when you've seen the fog.
That's true. You do know when I seen the fog. I don't remember the first time I seen the fog, but you do.
Yeah. I think it was in that house on Euclid maybe.
Oh, and that old Apex we used to have, yeah. Then we
Remember?
the same night that we watched that ECW
Yeah, and
DVD.
I showed you some of the NWO stuff and all that crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do believe because that was around the time when I wanted to use part of the theme there for the songs that me and Shiloh were working on. You know what I mean? We was working on Spirit of the song, Spirit of Vengeance. And I was going to use part of this because, the whole Vengeance theme. I wasn't thinking back then that I couldn't put that into my song or they'd copyright the hell out of me. You talk about being sued, it would be more than just getting my channel flagged.
Yeah, it'd definitely be more than that.
Yeah, it'd be like jail or something.
Yeah, you won't be able to
Jail
pay up
and the fine.
and not able to pay up either.
Yeah, I figure we'll
What?
check out this time frame. This is getting where it's Friday night. This is getting where it's a really heavy traffic time here on YouTube, man. So we may not get a lot of people joining us during the chat, but then again, people may be in and out. You never can tell.
True, true. Kind
The
of
time,
jumping.
the time I usually do it about 10 or 11 is usually a really good time because on Monday and Tuesday anyway, because anybody in the in the immediate community isn't doing anything at that time. That's
Right,
why I pick those days and those times.
right.
That way, nobody be running over the other. You know what I mean? We wouldn't be. You know what I mean? At the same time, there's you know what I mean. We kind of do our own thing, but we also try to stay somewhat considerate of each other. Nobody
True.
wants to be running all over the top of each other. That way, if someone wants to watch both of us, they can. Or you know what I mean? Like my watch alongs have been getting a lot of like rewatchers, you know what I mean, of replay. Like I was surprised, like more than what I'm used to.
Mm.
A lot more rewatches than what I planned on getting. I didn't realize people would like to be watch along like they do.
Mm-hmm.
Did not know. I just thought, but since you hadn't done it in a while and everything, I figured this would be a good way for you to get comfortable and just be able to chill and just hang out, bullshit with whoever was joining the chat, and me and you bullshit. And everybody knows me. I'm pretty good at bullshitting. I'll run
True.
my mouth. I'll talk like me and Ben from Cadaver, man. If you watch our watch along, like during mine and Ben's watch alongs, we talk about everything except for the movie it's on.
Did
But
you happen? Did you happen to catch that 4K with Barbeau?
the what?
Did you happen to catch that from the factory site with Barbeau in it?
Oh, with the Stevie Wayne figure?
Yeah,
Yeah, I barely was able to get me one, but yes, I do have a Stevie Wayne coming. But
nice,
they're not shipping that out until December.
nice.
It was hard. I missed it to begin with, man. That the figure where you just bought the figure sold out in one day.
Oof.
But for a little bit, I don't think they do now. But for a little bit, they had a package where you could get like the steel book and the poster and figure that type of thing. So
Yeah,
that's what I ended up getting because I already got, I've already got a regular collector's edition, but I kind of like the steelbook, so I got the steelbook.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I got the regular collector's edition myself with the sticker on the front of it.
With a damn good transfer on it. So basically,
Oh,
what I
yeah.
wanted, the steelbook art's real sweet, so that's what I
Oh,
wanted. And I don't think the poster. I haven't looked at it yet. I haven't. Of course, I can't have it until Christmas because your brother took it, put it back for Christmas for me. But
being
I don't think the posters are lenticular. If
no.
what if if
Well,
if Jerry's still around, Jerry would know.
um, the one that comes with the steelbook, I think, is lenticular.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do believe the one
I
that
thought
comes
they
with the
changed it.
steelbook is lenticular. The one that came with the regular was just the regular, I believe.
Mm,
I went. I can
okay.
look at it real quick.
But like I was saying, the ones that me and Ben we talk about everything, but the movie that's on, we talk about every other movie but that one. But if you watch the ones like with me and Knight and me and Steele,
Yeah.
it's we're pretty much doing a movie. We're pretty much doing a commentary, man.
Hmm. Did you see the?
It almost sounds
That's
like a movie commentary. It sounds really good. We're doing um Knight and I are doing Day of the Dead Tuesday.
nice.
We finish off the trilogy because we did Night of the Living Dead on his channel, and then my very first watch along was Dawn of the Dead with him, and then we're going to finish out the Unholy Trilogy or Unholy Trinity, or
Nice.
however you refer to it, Tuesday. So,
That's nice. I was.
so yeah, it takes us a minute to get rolling. I guess a lot of people's problem with the fog is I think they find it kind of slow. You know what I mean? But it's that atmosphere, man. It's just I like a slow burn as
Yeah.
long as it's got a payoff.
Yeah. Yes. The steelbook comes with a horizontal lenticular poster.
Oh, so there's one take. Okay,
Yes. Yes, it is lenticular.
there's one of the new releases don't is not lenticular.
No, that's the regular. The regular isn't lenticular.
Well, no, I'm talking about one of the new releases. How the steel books, Screen Factory steel books, they always come with the lenticular poster rather than the regular
Oh,
poster. Well,
oh, yeah.
there's one of the new ones that has a steel book that I don't think is lenticular. Maybe Return of the Living Dead or Funhouse, maybe
I couldn't tell you.
the Funhouse. I wanted the now I want somehow to come up with the Return of the Living Dead and the Funhouse poster.
True. True.
Tommy Lee Wallace, man, people don't give Tommy Lee Wallace enough credit. He
Right.
he was such an integral part of Halloween and the making of that. Like the mask is all Tommy Lee Wallace, man. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? He's such an unsung hero
Oh yeah.
of early John Carpenter and Deborah Hill movies.
Right.
You know what I mean? They talk a lot about a lot of people, but they don't mention Tommy Lee Wallace
True.
much. Check it out. And Stephen Loomis. It's funny how Carpenter got all of his names from. You know what I mean? I think that might have been a coincidence though.
That one.
Yeah, because look at all the Loomis names that they're tied in with Carpenter. You got the Loomis character, you know what I mean, which is taken from the Doctor, um,
Yeah.
in Psycho, and
Yeah.
then you got Nancy Loomis,
Yeah.
which is actually Nancy Kies, but she went by, you know what I mean. But
Loomis.
she went by Loomis, and then we got this Stephen Loomis guy, which you know what I mean. That's the only time I really see him.
Right.
Carpenter always kept around pretty much the same people. He just liked to work with all the same folks.
Well, hey, you got a team that works. You might as well stick with it, right?
Right. Uh,
if that was today, that thing would already be up to like $50 or more.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's like $5 a gallon. Isn't
Something like that. I'll just wait for the holidays to roll around to be like 7 or something.
it? Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They say they're not supposed to be allowed to get away with that price gouging shit, yet they do it all the time. I mean, look at the difference in the price in food right now. Food went
Oh,
up like
food.
ridiculous amount after the pandemic, and it's still going up.
Man, I
Not
currently
allowed.
eat a vegan diet, man, and it is the most expensive thing I have seen.
That sounds so grotesque, man. I gotta
Well,
have meat. I'm a red-blooded American. I gotta have meat. I mean, you know what I mean? And you talk about a steak, the bloodier the better, man. I want it dripping out the side of my face and shit. A carnivore, like I was a carnivore, I might as well be a goddamn dinosaur or something. Like a shark, man. That's what I am, like a shark. I want meat in my diet, man. I don't care. I need protein, natural protein.
had, I've had my couple bits of meat.
Yeah, I know you used to eat a 2 pound steak.
No, I'm talking about lately.
Oh, do
I've
you
had,
do you, do you take the vitamins and all that stuff?
yeah,
And we got is when Tom Atkins makes his debut. He's passing up
Jamie.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, yeah. Um, did it ever strike you that Jamie is awfully easy in this part here? You know, she meets him. She's already thinking about fucking him.
Hey, she just, yeah, she opens the door, looks at him, was like, you be getting in him.
Yeah, and Tom, Tom's a stud, man, but he ain't the prettiest guy.
No, no, it's not.
But he just got that, you know what I mean? He's got that vibe. See, look, he's just all chill, drinking his beer. He ain't worried about it.
And he
He's
hands
like,
it
yeah,
over. Yeah.
he's just, Tom just like, man, he's like the biggest fucking just underhanded slut on the planet in Halloween 3, man. He's got his kids and his ex at home, and he runs off with some young ass chick and just fucking around.
Yeah. Yeah,
He he's not even concerned with what's going on with the kids. He's out traipsing around the country with that chick.
I love the invasion of the body snatchers reference.
The vibe of that has got like a body snatcher's vibe, man. Like
Yeah.
you got the Santa Mira, of course, which is that's the name of the town, right? It's been a minute since I've seen Halloween 3.
I, yeah, I do. Well, I can't really get up to get it though.
But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that that's what it is, and it's just that whole yeah. And I love the vibe to Invasion. I like about every version of Invasion of Body Snatchers. Just about I like the original a lot,
I'm gonna take
and
it.
and I
Yes.
like the remake a lot. You know, the Donald Sutherland. I like that one a lot, and
Invasion
I even like
kick.
the one with Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, it's all right.
Not as good as the original two,
No.
but it at least it doesn't suck. You know, it's like it's the latest version of Black Christmas or something. I don't know what the hell that's about.
I finally watched that.
I'm
I w-
sorry.
yeah, I kind of wish I can get that hour and 25, hour and 30 minutes back.
Yeah, it's just do whatever you want. Just leave the Black Christmas name out of it, man.
Right? I
Black Christmas is kind of sacred to me, you know.
It was all about this, man. It was all about this.
Yeah. But yeah, have you seen pictures of of the Stevie Wayne figure yet?
Yes, yes. It
It looks pretty cool. It's got the they made sure to stick her in the endowment in there,
all right.
which which was very noticeable back in the day. I always liked Adrian Barbeau, man. I think we made a really good choice with having her star as Stevie Wayne. You know, because she's the star of this movie.
Oh yeah.
You know, this has got see. That's one of the things I'm doing my. I'm right in the middle. I kind of fell behind on it, but I'm doing my list of I'm going. I'm starting in 1980, and I'm going to 89, and I'm going to do my top five favorite from each year. You know, my top five. And
Hmm.
of course, you know, the spoiler, a little bit of a spoiler, the Fog's in that top five of 1980, which you know me, so that's not surprising. Um,
If I were to do one, it would.
you know, it's just one of you know what I mean. It's got to do with I don't know. It's just got to do with a lot with childhood. You know what I mean? It's so retro to me. It's just important. Um, the way I look at the Fog, man, is as far as 1980s or the 80s in general, or just any time, it's 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 got some of the top atmosphere. It's got a great cast, and the score is unreal.
True.
That's something always stuck. That's the first thing I noticed as a kid, man, was that score.
I know.
Back then, his scores were just like second to none. You take any one of those movies, man. I mean, you're not a big Assault on Precinct 13 fan, but that score is badass, man.
Yeah. Score, yeah, definitely. The, the, to me, I not meaning to, you know, but to me, the score is the best part of that movie.
I'm an Assault fan, but you know,
I mean, it's
most of
alright.
them. You know, you take any of those Assault, Halloween, The Fog, Escape from New York. The thing is not his score, but it sounds like it should be
You know, I keep forgetting that's not his.
because it sounds like something he would come up with.
It does. It really does. I don't remember who
Yeah,
made that, but
all to my childhood. You know, you know when you're a kid, you don't pay as much attention to the credits and stuff. I just assumed all throughout it when I was a kid and stuff that was his score. And then one
I
day I
th-
noticed, man, it was that Enzo. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow,
yeah, I thought it was his score all the way up until you told me it wasn't.
yeah. Makes you wonder if he wasn't a fan of Carpenter, you know what I mean? He tailored it specifically to Carpenter.
Yeah, to make it sound as close as possible. Of course, you never know. Carpenter might have told him to do that.
Man,
He might not felt like making a score for this one and said, "Hey, make it as close as you can to one of mine if you can."
it could also be a thing where the dude wrote it, but Carpenter is the one that played it, you know what I mean? And actually put it, you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, that's possible. Yeah.
And he did, with his own style. I'm not sure. I have to find out.
Oh, oh, this
I
part
love the
here is
transfer. For years on the Fog, on VHS and all that, you couldn't really tell a lot. You couldn't see a lot during this scene here
no,
where the fishermen are getting killed.
yeah,
But
like you could see like one of them and maybe kind of a little bit of one of the others, but in that one you could see all of them.
this transfer, yeah, this was it was one of the first times you're ever actually able to see everything.
Yeah, and you could also hear a little cackle in the background too.
That's weird, man. You know, there's a part like that in The Exorcist.
There's a part where you could hear a cackle like that in The Exorcist.
Watch the trailer. Watch the original trailer, and when she's opening up the door, you're. I just noticed that just believe it or not for the first time here, maybe about I don't know what a week, 2 weeks ago whenever it was I did the watch along with Ben.
Like, what scene is that?
I'm not sure if they made it just for the trailer or whatever, but you can hear it in the trailer. You can hear it. I can't remember. It says something.
Oh, it might be when she walks in when the bed's shaking, like during the trailer, when she pops her door and is like, when the bed's shaking, when she catches the bed shaking.
I remember it going on when during the trailer, Father Marin shows up, right, and during the trailer, it shows the Ellen Burst, character. She opens up the door, and when she opens up that door, something said right before it, and she opens up the door, and you hear that cackle. You hear it. It creeped the shit out of me, dude. It gave me goosebumps from head to toe.
I don't know. I have
First
to
time,
check it.
first time I ever noticed that, I was like, "Whoa!" So I listened to it like 5 times, 6 times in a row. You know,
Yeah, just to
I
make sure,
like I like for something to creep me out, man, because it doesn't happen very often.
right? I have a particular list of movies that make my mind twitch in a certain way.
Mind twitch.
Yeah, my mind twitch. Movies like Mr. Jones and
Really? I don't remember that. Like I said, I seen that one time, and I think I passed out before the ending. It was real late.
yeah, like as soon as things started getting weird, you went to sleep.
Yeah, well, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, man. I was exhausted.
Ah, yeah,
Right here, right here at the part where she's standing here, and the Charles Cypress character is trying to, or Dan is trying to, he, you get the idea he calls her on a nightly basis, trying to hit on her.
oh yeah, she's just used to it by now. She's like, uh.
The whole town is tried to, from the way they talk about. I mean, the fishermen were talking like a bunch of dogs. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely a
Old
love.
married ass dudes talking about, yeah, you would like to meet her. And here
It's
they are. They know each other a couple hours at this point.
like, she a hoe.
Yeah. She just decided she was gonna fuck him, man, and that was it.
Yeah, Jamie decided to be a hoe.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty funny. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
of how he plays Nick Castle in this.
get Nick Castle, the
Yeah,
great boogeyman.
John never got. Yeah, him and Hill never really got. They didn't get too technical or too complicated with the names of their characters. They just named after people they knew.
Yeah.
You know, that way they wouldn't forget. I guess.
Yeah, it's like, what in the world was the name of that one? Oh, yeah, it was Nick. Remember he played the shape?
Well,
Oh,
yeah, he was an old. Nick Castle was an old friend of John Carpenter. They were in a band shit together.
mm-hmm.
So they just stuck old Tom here with the Nick Castle. There you go. This is this is one of the scenes when I was a kid when I first seen it. This is one of the scenes that stuck out to me for some reason. This right here, it's got just a little bit of tension with it. You can tell us by the way he's knocking on that door, man. That you know that's I'm not sure at that time of the night with that kind of knocking. I'm not so sure if I'm all that willing to just go to the door.
Bro, I
I got
would
I, I
straight
got
at or I,
I'm going to the side and peeking out the window and seeing who's out there.
yeah, knowing you.
Tap tap tap. It just sounds weird, you know what I mean? And then you look at it, a weird shadow and a fog just
What
around where that dude is.
what would have been funny here is if it would have been one of those scary movies, like the funny scary movies they made,
Uh,
if he would have looked around the corner and been like,
yeah, yeah, and then during that scene, you'd have seen just like a shadow standing there at the door, like he peeks out the window here, like his front door right here looks out, just a shadow of a dude, and just around where that dude is where the fog is. You know what I mean? It's just like because it's wherever they go is where the fog is. If they're not there, the fog's not there, right? So he'd
yeah.
be looking around going, why is the fog will be following the guy around kind of like the dirt pile does with a big pin on the Charlie Brown, so
Right?
like if they're there because the fog's there. If the fog's not there, you are. This um Ben was telling me about this here. He lives he said like 20 miles, either 20 miles or 20 minutes from where this is shot. He's took his bike down there and rode around this area to that lighthouse and everything.
Huh. Cool.
Yeah, he lives I think just maybe just north of Oakland, California.
Hmm.
So so he's visited this spot here where this lighthouse is, and where this where where the town Antonio Bay is supposed to be.
Huh.
So,
That's
I'm
pretty
like,
cool.
damn, wish I did, man, because this is just I can hear yours a little bit, man. Thank you. Um, but yeah, it's he was talking about how pretty it was, right? I mean, you could tell that just by just by watching the movie. But I can imagine what it feels like. You know what I mean? Riding a motorcycle down through there around these roads and everything.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just peaceful. It just you can just tell it's peaceful. I was telling it's like I was telling Ben. I was like, no wonder why you seem so happy all the time, man. Because you just you can breathe.
True.
When you got
Oh,
that kind of scenery, man, it's hard not to be chill.
right? Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot to make you unchill, and when it is, it's just like it's like how dare you?
It sucks in the city, man.
Yeah, I live right off of downtown, so
Yeah. Where's her house at in coordinates with your mom?
right down the road.
Like right there on that same stretch of short little road there.
You know that apartment
Adam?
building right at the end of Boots next to the bridge where Shiloh's mom used to live?
Uh.
Well, that's where we are.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right down the road from the Tono Stone.
Okay. All right. Now this guy here, this guy that he's going to talk about getting the boat because he wants to go look for his friends. This guy here that's sitting here. If
Yeah.
if you're seeing if you're seeing Home Improvement, put the fence right about here at his nose, and from the eyes up, he looks like Wilson, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Put,
Yeah,
put the fence, yeah, put the fence right here at this guy's face, and you can just see him going, well, Tim,
right?
giving him some of his, regular advice that he needed. Tim going, hey, yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
people keep popping in and out, but they ain't saying nothing to me. See, I told you everybody hates me, man.
I know. Bro, I'd be saying that to, yeah, I'd be saying that to Maya, bro, and she'd just be mad. She'd be like, shut up.
Yeah, yeah, just Janet Lee and Nancy Kiez slash
I,
Annie Brackett.
I was going to say, she'll always be Loomis to me.
Cyril's in there saying Nick Castle. No, I'm GoreAphobe, man.
Yeah, I'm Drake Echo.
No, yeah, no, yeah. The Tom Atkins character, man, he's a stud, man. He got Jamie in the first few minutes. She decided she's gonna sleep with him.
As soon as she
He,
walked up the window and saw his face, she was like, oh, yeah, this one.
yeah, and like I said, Tom's cool. Tom's got game and all, but he ain't the prettiest guy. And
Well,
he
if I,
just he swooped it right up.
I mean, if I were to pick anyone, it would have been Nancy.
Oh yeah. I know you always like Nancy Loomis slash Kids.
Slash Kids. That's her name now. Nancy Loomis slash Kids.
Well, yeah. Well, for years, no one even knew that there was a Kids in there. I've heard it pronounced Keys, but I do believe that it is pronounced Kids.
It probably is Kid.
Yeah, it's I'm not sure if it's Spanish. I'm not too good with that, but I think it might be Spanish.
It probably is, kid.
Kies, yeah, because you got because it's spelled the same as Reyes. You know what I mean? Except for a K instead of an R.
Mm-hmm.
And Reyes is Spanish, so that's what I'm assuming Kies is. I don't know. I might be wrong. Could
Mm-hmm.
possibly be. Uh, yeah, this is the movie where lots was going on here, man. Carpenter and Hill had split. Carpenter was now actively, seriously with Adrian Barbeau, and of course Deborah Hill was hurt from this, and you know what I mean. And Jamie Lee Curtis had taken Deborah, you know what I mean, the girl power thing. She had taken Deborah's side, so you know, so she was kind of like the shoulder for Deborah Hill going through all this because she had to sit there and work with them through all this, you know, with Carpenter and Adrian Barbeau together. You know, so I imagine that was kind of a rough shoot for Deborah Hill
All right.
because you know supposedly she, you know, I think her feelings were stronger than his. You know what I mean? I like she may have felt stronger for John than John did about her.
All right.
Obviously, obviously because by this time he's seen Adrian Barbeau. So
All right.
and the soap opera continues.
It's like some Dawson's Creek in it. It's like Joe Pacey and Dawson.
Yeah, I was telling you about that. And I don't know about the theme on that, man. But like I said, I seen that on Instagram where they're putting it on Blu-ray, the whole series.
If it's
It's probably the latest cut, man.
if it's from HBO and HBO's stamp is on that, then it is, and I want it.
This is when we get introduced to the Hal Holbrook character.
That, that was a that was a nice Celtic cross right there.
I don't know, man, but when he pops up out of nowhere behind her, when he just comes up out of nowhere, out of the darkness, and puts his hand on her and shit, man, I'm just going, wow. That would scare the shit out of me, man. I'd have
Elbow.
knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you straight with an elbow right to the face. Just
Like,
bam.
bam, bam, bam. I'm sorry, father.
Oh, your sister's like, it's like bam.
Because the guy comes from no place, man. I'm kicking and punching and kneeing him. Ugh.
Oh, I'm grabbing him by his hair after I elbow him in the face, start poking him in his eyes repeatedly.
Yeah, because that was, it's like, damn, dude. Where the hell did you come from?
Yeah, then I might fish hook him. Yeah, I'm gonna fish hook him.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you could literally rip somebody's cheek off doing that.
yeah. Yeah, my favorite fish hooking scene that I've seen as far as in a movie
Gangs.
is Gangs of New York when he's playing.
Yeah,
When he
when
comes in, he's like,
when Leonardo gets a hold of what's his face,
yeah,
he fish hooks the hell out of that dude.
the same dude that they beat to death later in the church, remember? Because he comes out and says some stupid shit.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, that scene just happened. We were talking about where we beat old Father Malone.
Yeah, that would have scared the shit out of me, man. I mean, the dude comes from no place.
Yeah, yeah. Talk about coming from the shadows. Yeah, exactly.
You know, things are, you know, shit going on is creepy enough. I don't need this creepy looking father coming up out of the shadows.
Could you imagine living in a movie universe where you actually hear the theme as you're living your life, as if it was a movie?
Like when Michael Myers is coming around the corner when the girls are walking home from school, and he comes around
Yeah,
the corner there, and the theme kicks in. Like as soon as you see
yeah,
the car, the nose of the car, the theme kicks in.
yeah, exactly. It starts
Michael's
and
our
then
entrance music, man. Michael's like a superstar wrestler. He has an entrance theme.
Yeah, as soon as he turns the corner, the music begins. As soon as he turns the corner at the end of the street, it ends.
Well, yeah, because now he's already made his entrance. He's in the ring now. You know.
Walking around stalking people like the Undertaker, or the Undertaker like Michael.
Man, that's when you know that you have, out of all of the horror icons, you know, the Undertaker chose two characters in horror movies basically to emulate.
That's right.
Michael Myers, and then the eye roll from Reagan and The Exorcist.
Yep.
But as far as what they consider slasher, you know, the killers in movies, you know, because Michael's the only one that has those kind of traits, man.
Yeah. And
They
then
told her to throw him, so she gave it a go. Yep, exactly. Thrilled me. She's all right. Well, he appeared to be thrilled. I mean, you know, and she was too. She was giving paintings and shit away.
and then
Tom must
and
have done well.
yeah. And she's following him all over the place now.
Yeah, yeah.
Going
No
back
shit,
to
man.
it.
I told you, Tom's a stud, man.
Yeah, yeah. Here just a second ago, she was talking about not even going to Vancouver.
Yeah, she's gonna. Yeah, he might have done too well.
Yeah, yeah. They just met yesterday, like
Yeah,
like like 8 or 9 hours ago.
yeah, like yeah, definitely. Like it's not even dark yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love what she said. She's like, "What's it like?" And it's always the same. The room starts spinning. Like, no, man, I know it.
He's like, no, I know what drinking's like.
He said, from what I heard, they said Hal Holbrook didn't even really wasn't really much into doing this movie to begin with. He
Huh.
just, well, you know, this is. I think he was still fresh, like 'cause this is the same year that he did Creep Show, and I just think he wasn't used to this genre. You know what I mean? This particular time frame in horror movies. I just don't think he was really with what was going on yet. Like a payday for him, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh, I'll do this movie. It's another movie. It gives me a check. Might as well.
Yeah. What's fucked up, man, is and if you hear Jamie Lee Curtis talk about it, she doesn't even like this movie, you know, and it's like I understand that.
Yeah, she does such a killer job.
I understand what they're thinking. I think it might have been the whole experience of making it, you know what I mean? Because it was stressful, it was tense
Uh,
because of the Carpenter Hill breakup and all that shit, and the
yeah.
fact that not only had they just broken up, but now, like I said, Deborah was forced to be on set with John's new girlfriend, woman, you know, and
Uh,
you know,
I bet that was nice and tense.
because I don't think they were married yet, but they had been seeing each other for a minute, and they were, you know, they were together.
Yeah, I bet that was nice and tense.
Right. And like I said, Jamie kind of took on the role of being the shoulder. So
Yeah, it's like, man, I got to do this movie, but I got to try to help a friend too. It's like,
sounds like a lot of fun, you know. Yeah, I bet everybody else is like, oh my god.
everybody's like, oh man. It's
Yeah,
like,
nice vibe, yeah.
yeah, it's like, can we put this movie off for like a year, man, or something?
Yeah.
Or maybe fire somebody and get somebody else or something?
This is the second time in a movie that someone was telling a story in one of Carpenter's early movies where they're telling a story where I wish I knew more of the backstory of the story that he's telling. Like he's talking about here where he takes the coin, you know, the coin.
Yeah,
This
that
is
and
it reminds me of the story in Halloween when that guy is walking and he's talking about, you know what I mean?
the old Charlie Bones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he grabbed the hacksaw and kissed his wife and his 2 kids goodbye, and he proceeded to,
Yeah.
and then that was it.
Uh,
Oh, where are we? All
yeah, that
rude, just
but
rude. Where are we?
like goddamn it, Loomis. I was curious what he was saying.
It's like damn, Sam, what? Why?
Yeah. Yeah, he's really, really guilt ridden for what his grandfather had done, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not his doing. I mean, I don't know if he's more guilt ridden or just scared, but it's a good combination of both. Yeah, he's got no reason to feel guilty.
Well,
I
it's
get
blood.
scared because he knows they're coming for him. You know.
Well, that and well, his father was the lead pastor in a church that they built.
Right. Well, yeah,
So
he was the main guy that gave the okay to
yeah,
crash
and
that ship and take their shit. Yeah.
yeah, and he's currently running a church that his father built with these people's blood.
Um. Yeah. His grandfather. You know, from what he writes, he seemed like an all right guy. I mean, did they need the money that bad? I mean, he seemed like a little okay guy, except for that. You know, so it makes you wonder what else he did that was so dirty.
Right? It's like he's willing to do this for money. What else did he do some other time for something else that they thought he needed?
Being a man of God, you know what I mean?
Right.
We got Ben in the chat. Hey, what's up, man? We just talking about you. I was just telling Drake about you talking about living real close to this spot, you know, this and you know the Antonio Bay setting here and going to the lighthouse and all that stuff you told me about taking your bike up riding around there.
That is
I,
really
yeah, I was telling him how relaxing and how cool. I mean, check out that scenery.
Oh yeah, that is beautiful. You know
Kate,
what would be so
Casey
beautiful?
Light doesn't know we're right here at the park with the lighthouse when she's walking down the steps.
Yeah. Could you
Hey,
imagine?
sorry, man. Anybody that's there, please give me a like, a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the bell and all that kind of good stuff. Give me a like so we can get this out to all kinds of people, so I can torment the entire community. He said, one of my first videos was a location visit to the lighthouse. Really? I have not seen that, man. Is that still up? Got to check that out. But sorry, man. What was you gonna say?
Oh, yeah, all right, man. Doing some important things. What I was saying wasn't really too relevant. It was more of a joke than anything. I was saying, could you imagine tripping at like the top of that big flight of stairs there?
Yeah.
It would make father. Uh, my memory's not working with me today.
We're on.
Exorcist.
No, I'm trying to find out what chapter we're on here.
Oh, chapter. I got you. We are on chapter 6 of 13.
We're chapter 6. In case anybody wants to pop in there with us, right here. We're right here where
We are at.
the, the the father's like, we're fucked, so it doesn't matter.
Right? Yeah, we're at
Yeah,
about 5 minutes, Joe.
yeah, it's still up. I'm gonna go back and check that out, Ben. Thanks, man.
All right, definitely. I really wish I could remember his name.
Who's this?
The name of the priest in The Exorcist that fell down the stairs.
Karis?
Yeah. Thank you.
Karis, yeah.
Thank you. Could you
Father Karis?
imagine? Yeah, I can't believe I forgot Father Karras'
Oh,
name.
it happens.
Could you imagine the theatrics that that Patrick would have given if he fell down that flight of stairs right there in Antonio Bay?
Like if that would have been the flight of stairs, that makes
Yeah,
everyone look kind of weak, don't it?
yeah, exactly.
He'd still be falling.
Yeah, it'd be like what Eddie Murphy was talking about when his
Yeah, I'm wrong.
fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, jeez, Lord, jeez.
Yeah, that Stevie Wayne figure, man, comes with that piece of wood, and it also comes with the cross.
Yeah, I would have to come up with that later.
Yeah, it comes up with that. I was surprised, man. I was like, very cool.
No,
Yeah, just where you could buy the figure, man, sold out like the first day it was sold out. So I went the very next day because I couldn't get it the day it came out. I went back the next day and it was sold out. So then,
wow.
but I mean, I was wanting to get a package. I was wanting to get the Steelbook at least anyway because I like the art on it.
Well, I mean, I wanted the Steelbook. Did it come with a vinyl?
There is a package that has a vinyl. I do believe that.
I would want the movie and the vinyl. Like that's the two main things. I want the
Um,
vinyl of all these
yeah,
because I'm just
I'm
a
with the. I got the vinyl the first one and the third one. Of course, that's what. Well, I have Halloween 1, 2, and 3. So the the Halloween 2 vinyl I gave to you.
There you go. I
Um,
can't get a record player to actually hear those. That'll be awesome.
Great collectibles though. Been to those stairs are yeah, no joke, a fucking workout. Yeah. He was telling me about going down the stairs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I would like that'd be awesome, man. That would be awesome. Did you watch Humongous? Because
Who?
he got Humongous Media Book, and I was telling him, it's one of my favorites and everything. To see if he likes it too. I fucking love Humongous, man. I don't know what it is about it. I just like it's really dark. It's kind of hard to see, at times. I mean, if you think the new release is hard to see, you ought to see it back on VHS.
Oh, on that VHS tape you got a long time ago.
Oh man.
Oh my
So
god.
what's your thoughts on Humongous? I'm curious about this because I value his opinion, man. He's got really good opinion on this shit.
I still need to get a copy of Humongous.
Unless he says he didn't like it, and then I'm no more.
I did get that Vinegar Syndrome Madman though.
Cool.
No slipcover because I got it for you for your birthday, but it came with no slipcover, so I had to order you a new one.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
you're welcome. Because I know you wanted the slipcover.
Yeah, I'm a slipcover type fool, man. I mean, I
Like
don't have to, but it's nice.
certain movies, I like
Especially
this.
those Vinegar Syndrome ones, man. Those Vinegar Syndrome ones have what I mean. They have a life all their own.
I only
Best
own
best
one.
best slip covers in the whole business.
I only own one Vinegar Syndrome.
Here. So I liked it. Had a cool vibe. A little bit of a Recipe Part 2 moment thrown in for good measure. Yeah. That was and that was 1982, so that was the year right after. So yeah, she did pretty well. Um, there's a lot. Did you notice the guy in the opening scene? The assault scene. Um, he used to play the hitchhiker on the old HBO show, The Hitchhiker. That that show way back in the day. That's the guy that gets torn up by the dog.
It's a damn good show.
Yeah. I've got two of the three volumes. I don't have the third volume yet. I had it at one time,
What
but I
color are you missing?
I um yeah. Well,
Because I
the
did
ones I
believe
have.
blue, a
I,
purple, and a green, or a blue. No, no, it was blue, red, and green.
yeah, I have blue and green.
So you need the red one.
Yeah, the guy that commits the assault, that's the hitchhiker.
So
Yeah. Now, I imagine you watched the unrated, the extended assault scene. That's basically the only difference between the two cuts on it, because I imagine it had probably the unrated and the rated cut. Well, in the only difference is in the unrated cut is the assault's a little more, it's a few seconds longer and a little slimier.
a little slimy.
That's basically the difference
Mhm.
in the whole movie. But I just love it, man. It feels so early '80s. It's made by the same people that made Prom Night, and for some reason it was like a year or two after Prom Night. And for some reason, even though Prom Night had done pretty well, they didn't put. How does somebody do well and then you don't push? You don't, you know what I mean? Because that's what happened to Humongous. It didn't get a lot of push. You know what I mean? It didn't get a lot of TV spots or anything like that. How do you do well on this show, but a year or two later you come out with another one and then they don't give you any play? I mean, what's up with that?
There's only the one cut. Um,
Yeah, this that this part of the book always reminded me of like a Michael Myers moment. Like it reminded me of Halloween 2, the way he gets down off there and just the way he's coming to her. When
oh
he grabs that scalpel or whatever, just the way he's walking toward her. He's holding it just like Dick Warlock did.
yeah, yeah.
There was only one cut on the disc, but the assault scene was pretty slimy. Yeah. Oh, it didn't give you well on the Scorpion. It it has both. That's the only difference. But yeah, the that scene. Yeah. It. But if you notice around that time frame, there's a lot of those type scenes. You go from the '70s that has really bad assault or rape scenes, and then in the early '80s they kind of did them somewhere in between. Like the movie The Beast Within and shit like that. And then they kind of tapered it off to where it wasn't going on at all. They couldn't even put that in now. That seems to be at the beginning of Humongous.
Oh no way.
Yeah, I would agree. It probably is the uncut one because I think it's the only one they put out now. And considering it's a German media book, Germany Germany tends just to go with the unrated cuts usually. If there's one cut, that's the one they use.
Right?
No, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. I've been preaching it forever. I'm wanting to do I'm wanting to do a watch along on it here soon, in the next week or two. So if you'd like to do that with me, Ben, let me know and we'll do that one if you like, and you can join us too, man.
No, I'd have to get it off of the
Of course, we
tube.
always do it late. I always do mine late. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't
But
own a copy of that, but
but
they have
it's on
on
YouTube. It,
this.
it is
This
on
is
YouTube.
yes, yes.
Um, So do you want to start doing this? I mean, do you want to start doing this like at least like once a week, where we do it a little earlier, and me and you do one.
Sure.
Cool.
Oh yeah, we can do that once a week. I plan on doing something twice a week, either on my channel or on your channel and my channel. I plan on doing something at least twice a week from now on and getting back into this because I kind of miss doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah. But like I said, that's why I suggest to do it watch alongs, man, because they're chill, they're relaxed. You don't gotta worry about what I mean. You don't gotta worry about remembering this or that, and it'll help you get back into the flow a little bit. I
Right.
love doing these watch alongs, man, because it's a way. Just like Ben lives all the way in California, right?
Yeah.
Um, there's no way that we can get together and bullshit and watch movies together. This is the only way that we can really kind of share the love of the movies that we love, and be able to see them together. This is really it. This is it.
chill out together and everything. It's
Yeah.
almost like it's almost like hanging out with each other, but in front of the entire YouTube world.
Right. Yeah. We're just inviting everybody else in, and just obnoxiously saying, "Here, you want to watch the movie?"
It's like, hey, you want to join us in this movie here? It's like inviting somebody to your home.
Right. Yeah. She's starting to get tense. She's starting to be like, "Man, there's something wrong with this vlog."
Yeah, it's like there's something up this fall, bro.
Man.
We got to talk about this, bro. It glows, yo.
Right. And just like I was saying earlier, wherever it is, you can guarantee there's some maniacs in it.
Guaranteed there's some maniacs in it. Yeah.
Some fuckers carrying sickles and shit in this vlog. It's like there's certain parts where you can see it, where you can like see fuckers moving around, and it's like that's weird.
Oh.
There's, and like I was saying, there's a lot of Carpenter fans that this is one of his that they don't like, one of his early ones. As far as his earlier ones go.
I don't get that.
If there's one they don't like, it's this one.
My three favorite Carpenter movies that have nothing to do with Halloween is The Fog, The Thing, and well, I just lost it. Where'd it go?
Excuse me, New York.
Escape from New York. I had to look. I couldn't find my movies because my Escape from New York isn't a slipcover. It's down in the lawn slipcover section.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites. Just like I was saying earlier, man. Before you go on here, um, of the year 1980, I'm doing that top five, and like I said, a spoiler, this is definitely going to be in it. Um, as far as it's got a great cast, it's got a great atmosphere, and its score is second to none. I mean, you know what I mean? The score is just you could always guarantee a great score. Like it's so good. I don't know if I like this one or Escape from New York better, or you know what I mean? Because like I said, you really can't add the thing in there because the thing wasn't Carpenter. But I mean, it's a badass score, but it's just not his. So if you put The Fog, Escape from New York, and Halloween all in a row, and the song Precinct 13, that's got an awesome score too. It depends on what day you're talking about, which one I like the best. It changes because I like them all so much.
Oh,
It's just it's badass.
as,
Man,
as far as this, if you were to pick the score of any Carpenter movie that's not Halloween, what would be your favorite score?
oh, I don't know, man. Oh, it would be a toss up between well, like I said, this one or Escape from New York, or like I said, even the Assault on Precinct 13 is really badass too. But I would say the two best besides Halloween. Oh man, out of those two, the Fog and Escape from New York. I don't know. It's a toss up. It depends on what day it is because Escape's got a really cool feel too.
I know. Like that's what I was sitting here thinking. I was like, since the thing isn't his, it'd have to be between Escape and the Fog.
Mm-hmm. It's hard, man.
Now,
It's
if
so
the thing was his, it'd be between the Fog and the Thing, but the thing ain't his. So
that's why
that's
you know what I mean. I was talking to Phil about a year or so ago, and I was watching a stream that he was on, man, and he just found out right then that the thing wasn't Carpenter's because it sounds so much like what Carpenter would come up with. You know what I mean? He was just like the rest of us for a long time. He thought it was. Here it is. Here's the Charles Cypress. He plays such an obnoxious dick in this, man.
oh no,
What's
man.
happening? And they're not gonna like finding me home. It's like, what are you gonna do, dude?
Yeah, I love the way he looked at the camera when he did that too.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's like, oh, Mr. Badass here. He's always
I,
got to talk all kinds of shit, and you know what I mean. And next thing you know, he's just like laying on the ground. Like somebody help Dan up.
I would strangle him unconscious.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Oh, it's gotta be a joke. It's like, dude, you and your non-hair have an ass.
He's like, they're not gonna like finding me. He's like, oh, what's you go? Oh, sorry, man. I didn't realize you was such a fucking badass.
The first thing I do is either chop him right in the bridge of the nose or poke his eyes in. I hate him. I'm serious, man. I hate him.
Who this character? Yeah, he like I said, he plays a dick, man, and not just a dick, a throbbing dick. You know, so he's got the door wide open talking shit, man.
Wide
Talking
open.
shit.
There's fog. You can't see nothing. And that's why
Yeah.
you fish hook in the side of the damn neck. Should have been talking shit.
What? And if you are gonna talk shit, don't take your eyes off it. I mean, you don't have to look back at the phone while you're talking shit. You know what I mean? It's like the phone can see you.
Yeah, yeah. It's like just like what happened to Glenn Danzig.
Oh man, yeah.
He was talking Ellie shit, turned his head for a second and got clocked, and it was over. Lights out.
Yeah, that's a pretty good sized dude too, man. So a good sized dude that knew how to put his size into the punch.
Oh man, did you hear
Nothing,
smack on that? Like you could hear it. He probably
yeah,
broke his jaw.
knocked him the fuck out. Yeah,
I
because
wouldn't be
Danzig was a shit. Danzig was a shit talking bully at that point too, man. And he's been a lot calmer ever since then.
humbled.
He doesn't have nearly as much to say.
It's kind of hard to have something to say when your jaw's been broken in like 3 different places.
He was like 50 years old at the time, man. It's like when you start getting that age, maybe it's time to shut up a little bit, chill a little bit. You know what I mean? When you're 28, 28 or 30, yeah, you can talk shit if you're a badass. When you start getting a little older, maybe it's time to relax a little bit. So you don't get your old ass embarrassed. Like you know how I was. I was a firecracker, man. I ain't bullshit around. You know, I ain't backing down now, but I ain't trying to find it either these days.
Hmm.
Yeah. Hello. What always cracked me up on a lot of on a lot of shows is when they're going hello, and the lines got cut off right, so they start hitting the thing, and all that's going to do is hang your damn call up.
Well, it could. That used to be the flash for a phone.
Yeah, but when the lines went completely dead,
Well, yeah. I mean, that's supposed to help with a connection issue or something. It's supposed to flash it.
call waiting wasn't around yet. The old school call waiting wasn't around, so I know he wasn't trying to get to the other line.
No, no, it's just supposed to flash the. Like it's supposed to be like a jump start for a car. I think it's supposed to flash the connection.
Well, from what I always knew, all it did was hang up the call.
No, like if you double tap it, it's supposed to flash it for like a connection issue or something.
Okay.
Because I think I did it once with a rotary.
All right.
Yes, yeah, I use a rotary. Crazy.
Rotary. Oh my God.
Hey, I like rotary phones. They're cool.
Is there rotary phone still around?
No, you got to go find one.
Yeah.
They
Probably
got
try and get a VCR and shit. It's very expensive.
well, they got rotary phones with like the push button on them. I think like where you push the buttons in a circle. Me, I'd rather stick my finger in a hole and do it. Just
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's fun. Sit there, use my pinky.
see, it just struck her. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
that's it.
They might be coming there. Now there's a lot of controversy with this, man. I want to talk about the controversy with her telling her son. You know what I mean?
Man, man,
Now there's a lot of there's a lot of mothers who be like, I don't care, I take off the, but you got to look at it from her point of view. She's the only one that can keep lookout there. First of all, she knows where it's at from being up in the lighthouse, so she can see where this fog's going. she's not going to make it in time to be able to get her son anyway. So the best thing she can think of doing is letting somebody know where he is and to get him. Number one. Number number two, it's all around her. So if she tries to leave, she's not going to be able to get anywhere anyway.
She should have put it out there a couple of times and then went after his ass.
But by the time she realizes what's happening, man, it's all over.
She should have tried anyway.
Well, yeah, there's a couple of schools of thought with that. Yeah.
She should have put out the address a couple times. Hey, somebody, please come go help him. You know, put it out there a couple times and then went and tried to help.
Well,
Went and at least made an attempt.
but look at it this way, though. She's thinking about it like this. She's thinking about I can see where it is from up here. If I can throw out a message there for someone to go get my son out of that house, I can tell them where to go and where it's safe to go away from this fog. If I'm down there with them, I don't know where to go where it's safe. Then she becomes a sitting duck just like everybody else.
At least she tried.
Right? Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
For years, I thought that exact same way that you're saying. But then I thought about it and I was like, yeah, she's the only one that knows where to go. She can have somebody get him and then tell them where to go where the fog isn't. You know what I mean? If she's down there with them, she can't tell them shit. She don't know any better than they do. That's what I think they were shooting for, man.
I don't know. How you feel about it, Chet?
I I love this part, man. This is to me, this is one of the best parts of the whole movie. When poor Mrs. Culberts is going to open the door and she's telling him to get in the room before she's minding about half, about like what a kid usually does because they just want to see what's going on. So it's like, you know, and just as he turns around and says, okay, and goes into his room, they snatch her up. And he's sitting in this room, like picture yourself being him. He's sitting in this room and all you hear is these weird noises. And next thing you know, fog starts coming underneath the door. And then you hear that. That would be scary as shit if you're that kid, man.
Oh yeah.
He's pissing, you know what I mean? He don't know what the hell's going on. Mrs. Culberts is not answering. Now there's this weird light and glow, and the fog coming up underneath the door, and then this bam, bam, bam. At least he was smart enough not to open up the door.
Yeah, I do believe in one of the documentaries I watched on this. This actually scared the hell out of this kid.
I bet.
Like I get,
Especially if they did it with like a, you know what I mean, like a methodical approach.
yeah, I do believe John had to like assure this kid that things are cool.
Yeah, she's screaming. See, by the time she knew what the hell's going on there, man, her only hope is to try to get somebody there to help him because she knows where she lives in proximity, up in the lighthouse. She knows in proximity where she lives from there. She knows where her house is. So she's thinking, man, that fog is all over that house. And it's like it struck her at the last minute, and she's like, holy shit, it's heading from that.
She should have went there when she first noticed the damn fog.
I don't think she was thinking. She wasn't thinking,
That,
when how
that
fast this shit comes.
yeah, she wasn't thinking that this fog was something menacing. She
Well,
just
I mean,
thought,
you wouldn't, you know, you wouldn't imagine the fog trying to kill people.
right?
Like this is one pissed off fog.
I love I love the shot on this. The way
Yes.
with the light and the fog and everything to show that was good.
Tomac is keeping about as chill as he can. He's like, oh Jesus. Put it in gear. Get out of here.
Reverse. Now he's starting to trip because he
Grind
just
him till you find him, Jamie.
would. Now, man,
Yes.
if this was Steven Seagal, he'd be hopping out the truck. He was a cook in a he was a cook on the ship somewhere or something.
Well, that ain't nothing compared to Jason Statham, man. Remember in the Meg, he just punched that fucking shark. That shark was like, oh. That shark was like, damn.
You know, we said when we watched that he was going to punch the shark, and then when he actually did it, we were like, we didn't really think he was going to punch the shark.
What remember exactly what I said was, man, if he punches this fucking shark, dude, I'm shutting it off. I'm done.
And you said, I'll be damned, he punched the fucking shark.
But then I had to finish it at that point.
Oh, yeah, it's like you got to respect the man for having the audacity to punch the shark. It's like, okay.
I swear to God, that shark was like, ugh.
Oh, yeah, like the shark sat there and was like, like he
Yeah.
punched, like he shook its head a couple times while swimming. It's like, oh.
Yeah, you fuck with Jason Statham, man. Not at that particular era. Not that point in his career.
No, I do believe that one. Well, no, that was quite a few years after that, actually.
That was actually a fun show, though. But him punching, I'll never get over that because I called it. I called it. I had a feeling.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I felt he was going to bash the shark too. It's like he's going to hit this shark. It's probably in his contract that if he faces something big like that, he has to punch it.
And this shark's so big that Jaws simply look like one of those little fish that rides on the shark.
Yeah,
You know, it's so big that even Jaws look like one of those little tiny fish.
yeah. And Jason Statham punches it.
This shark's bigger than the Titanic, man. He punches it, and it's like, damn. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's in his contract, kind of like it's in a dude's contract to take off his shirt in every Twilight movie.
That's why Matthew McConaughey used to be back in the days when he was doing the rom coms. That's why he stopped doing them, man. When that contract was up, he was like, I'm not doing it anymore. And man, Matthew McConaughey's a crazy good actor, man.
Oh yeah, McConaughey's a genius.
You know,
It's a,
I'm so glad he stopped doing all those rom coms because he had, the first
yeah,
time I seen what he really had, what he could really do was frailty. And after that, I was like, man, I wish he would do more movies like this. And so he did. Well,
that
not
would have
like that, but the
that would have
the, uh, the,
the
the Paperboy is real good too.
true. Yeah, if he would have kept with the rom coms, that would have killed his career. I think.
Oh yeah, you don't last too long with that, man. That's one of those things. It's kind of like being a teen idol. Very few actors make it out of that. Like, um, you got very few that actually do. Like Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the few that did. That's just because of his choices, man. He decided. Remember, for a long time, the only movies he did after that was either with Spielberg or Martin Scorsese.
Mm.
Smart choice on his. You know what I mean? All right, man. Thanks for coming through, man. Don't forget to hit that like. Um, yeah. Let me know or let me know if you're gonna do that humongous, man. If you're interested, give me a thumbs up. Take it easy. Here it comes.
Oh yeah, I love the way this fog rolls up and around the hill there and down the road.
Yeah. The cast is one thing on this that isn't talked about a whole lot, man. I mean, even the kid does a pretty decent job. A lot of kids, that age in a lot of movies, in these movies are, they can be kind of annoying. But I don't think he's too annoying.
No, I thought this kid was all right. He ain't annoying like that one kid.
Well, one kid. Talking about the Babadook, are you?
Yeah, yeah. He's not as weird as the one kid in a burial ground.
Oh, well, that kid's not annoying. That kid's just scary. Eric's in the chat. Eric says, "Welcome back, Drake." He
Oh,
says,
yeah.
"Sorry I missed your stream. That's all
Well,
right, man. We're just chilling, watching the fog, man."
my oh well, the stream I did was basically just an update. Eric.
Yeah,
I was updating everybody on what's been going on the last 4 months.
he was wanting to get back into it a little bit and get comfortable. And I told him do watch-alongs, man, because you know they're so chill. You just basically hanging out with friends, watch a movie. So we're talking about doing one. I'm gonna do one of these per week with him, and then I'm still gonna do my Mondays and Tuesdays. My archive Monday and my classic Tuesday. I gotta start remembering the names of these two things, man. I constantly forgetting the names of my own show.
I
It's
hope.
yeah, it's Forgotten Horror Archives, and then I got like Tuesday night horror classic. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about dropping back into serial killer something days.
You used to do it on Wednesday.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do Wednesdays or not.
Here it is. She's like, oh shit, it is coming in here. Just in time. She put shit up against. Yeah. No, this is early Rob Bottin, man. This is like the first actual on-screen shit I think that he did was when he played Blake here. Because this exact same year, let me see, it was this same year that he did the effects for The Howling,
Yeah.
and he was like
This,
18 or 19 years old.
yeah, probably the scariest transformation scene I've ever seen.
Oh, easily, yeah. You know, of course, you know how I feel about it. It's my favorite, but
Since you do that service, so you should check.
but just to think that he did those effects, you know what I mean? And the reason it's so scary is because because Rick Baker was supposed to do it, right? But he was so much more experienced, so he went over to do American Werewolf in London, and Rob Bottin was just a kid still, man. He was so young that he uses that darkness and that shadow to kind of hide some of the imperfections of of his work. But you got to think, that's crazy good work for somebody that's 18 years old.
Oh yeah,
Eric
yeah.
says, oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, how you feel about the new profile pic?
Cool.
So,
I like it better.
oh, you like it better than
The Carrie thing, yeah.
oh yeah.
Um, Eric says, Drake, since you do that serial killer type video, you should check out Dahmer on Netflix. Have you watched Dahmer on Netflix?
We
It's a series or something,
we currently don't have Netflix right now.
and it's the one playing Dahmer is that Evan Peters, man.
Yeah, I know.
And they say I haven't watched it yet. They say it's good.
Oh. Yeah, let's check it out when we get it again.
Been trying to get Eric's busy ass to do a watch along with me. He hates me now, just like everybody else. Everybody hates me. They just watch me because they feel sorry for me.
Yeah.
Until they pop in here and there and say hi, just so I don't feel bad. Really,
Yeah, it's alright. Everybody hates us, man. It's okay.
nobody likes me.
Yeah, I know. Nobody likes me either.
He says I'm only 2 episodes in, and it's damn good. Evan Peters is great. Yeah, well, the thing of it is, I mean, we seen Evan Peters, what I mean, like when he did, like in the X-Men shows and all that, and he was also wasn't he also in that one show that you liked, Lazarus Effect or whatever?
Peters?
Yeah, wasn't he?
I don't. All right, I got it. Hold on. I'm watching.
I'm not sure if it's him playing that role or not because I haven't seen that movie in so long. But 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 we never really seen him do anything where he does a lot of acting.
No, wait, yes.
Yeah, I know, Eric. I'm just fucking around.
Yes. Yes, it is.
That is
I
from Tennessee. I thought it was. I
I
know
have
my
a,
shit, man.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I love how this is the first cut of it. The one on Scream Factory is the first cut of it where you can actually see
Yeah,
Blake's face.
because it's such a dark show, man.
And the
So I
4
mean,
man, the
that
4K, you see his face clear.
yeah, yeah. I've got the Studio Canal one.
Yeah, I'd like to get a hold of that.
That yeah, I got that and the Thing box set on that one. I don't have the Escape from New York one, but and all that yet. But um,
So yeah, the way
I
Blake,
huh?
that's, the way Blake walks up there with his sword eyes, like you see this.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, dude, look.
He's like, if I could have given this to your father or your grandfather from centuries ago,
Great grandfather, right? Yeah.
I believe it was your great grandfather. Yes.
Man, I'm so sick of this fighter, man. It's trying to tell me something. Man, I am trying to. The sucker is not curbing the appetite of the cigarette.
I know, right?
Man, I'm smoking more and shit, and it's not looking good, man. Here he is. Give me my cross. That's my. You turned my gold into a cross. Oh man, you know that's gotta piss him off. I mean, just considering everything,
Oh yeah, everything that happened. Yeah.
they
In
take
fact,
their gold and mill it down into a cross.
yeah, considering how it was done from a false promise.
Well, yeah, because the one that made the promise to him and the one they talked to and the one they trusted was his grandfather, the priest. So to come there and to get their gold and to see it's put into a cross, I that's like a slap right in the face, man.
Yeah, well, they descendant priest even.
Yep. So it's like actually messed up that he has to you know what is it
They,
the thing in the Bible where it says suffer the children of
he's,
the sins of the mothers and fathers or whatever.
yeah, the children must suffer the sins of thy father.
Yeah, it's basically like that. It's basically like you're fucking around, you're doing all this shit. It's your kids and grandkids and everything that's gonna have to pay for it.
Uh,
You know, you know. Since the vengeance can't come upon you, it'll come upon yours. You know,
hmm
you got that shit back and left, and everybody's like, oh, all right, because you know, they talk about the descendants. Now it never gets deep into it. They were trying to they were getting ready to wipe out the Stephen Wayne character, Adrian Barbeau. Now is I think the story is she was originally her family was originally from around the Antonio Bay area, and that's why she ended up there after her divorce. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering if like is she supposed to be one of the descendants? Like is her family supposed to be one of them?
Maybe like it had something to do with it.
Because they were actively trying to get her son too.
True. It's like they want to wipe out the entire bloodline. So it makes you wonder: did they, like did they come back for her?
Uh, I don't know. As far as I know, the only one that they come back and do anything to is him. But of course, it cuts it off right as they chop his head off. So we don't know. We don't know if they kept on or they just took him.
Yeah, I was wondering if they sent a few after her again to wipe her ass out too.
Because even though they got the gold back and all that kind of stuff, I still think they plan on taking out the descendants of the conspirators, of all the conspirators. You know, of all the descendants. If you're a descendant, then your ass is grass, right? That's what I'm thinking.
hmm
But you know what I mean? Yeah, we got the gold back, but what good are we going to do with gold? What we need is vengeance. they just took the gold so they wouldn't have it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good little monologue or whatever it is she does here.
Oh
Yeah, I remember the first time I ever seen this. I was about 8 years old, man. It was around '81 when it came because I didn't see it in the theater. It was when it came on HBO for the first time. And I was checking it out, and I did not see this part here coming when they come back. But it's cool. It's like they waited for everybody else to leave, so and then they just come back there just for him.
yeah, they were respectful about it.
Yeah, nice
They were
considerate.
like,
It's like,
they
hey,
did-
let's let all those people clear out. They don't have anything to do with it, and then they'll just come back and
yeah, it's like Blake got together with the fellows and was like, I'm gonna go back here and deal with him, but we're gonna wait for everyone else to leave because they didn't have nothing to do with this. You guys
yeah,
go after the woman and her child. I'll take care of this.
yeah. And there they are. Everybody but Blake. He's standing there looking. He's like, "Where in the hell's Blake?" There he is. Chop. That's it. Buffalo. Very cool, man.
Oh,
I always love watching the fog, and countless times we've seen it together.
oh, most definitely, yeah.
Countless times, man. So what's your take any different than whatever has been? Is there anything you've noticed or anything that you want to add or anything?
No, just I've always it's always been one of my favorites. Like it there for a
Mm.
time it was, and I do believe still is my favorite Carpenter film.
The fog.
Yeah, the fall.
So it's taking the place of Halloween then,
Ha-
or do you need
Halloween
or do
got
you
its own
decide?
special place.
Huh?
Halloween got its own special place,
Oh, okay, yeah. So besides Halloween, yeah,
but the
that's
fall,
kind of like I am.
yeah, the fall is my favorite. On on the flip side, though,
See, that's unusual because most people say the thing.
no, it goes fall, then the thing.
So Escape from New York is after the thing.
Mm,
For me, the fog has so much nostalgia, man. Of course, so does Escape from New York, and so does the thing. All of them do. I was so big into it when I was a kid. I was so big into all these. And after Halloween, I would say that it's a three-way tie between those. The thing, the fog, and Escape from New York, just depending. I mean, I like them all about the same. They all have, each of them have their own really cool quality.
true,
Very, very cool quality. Um, and after that, of course, very closely after that, I do like the Solo 613 a lot too. But it's just, it's a completely different thing. It's, I mean,
true.
it's not horror. Um, Thanks to everybody and everybody watching this in the replay. Please give it a like and subscribe if you want. Hit that bell if you want to keep seeing all the crazy little shit here. Um, he's gonna start doing some stuff again, so definitely check out Drakeakain's channel. Give him a give him a sub. We're probably gonna start doing a watch along once a week, along with my other two that I do on Monday and Tuesday. I don't know about the times, just have to check it out. Thank you very much for coming through. That is Drakeakain on Drakeakain's channel. And of course, I am GoreAphobe, and you are not. Stick around with me, man.